Oh wow, so windy. I'm doing the video early today. It's video 88 of the nonconformity company journey. I've got some appointments and stuff today, so I want to do it early and get it done. It's 88. I was drawn to talk about money today and finances. We've got some future finance businesses, projects, tools in the works, and we've got a few in the portfolio of nonconformity company, mainly nonconformity finance. And that's really geared towards teaching people, educating people, and giving you some simple tools to take control of your finances. Now, if you're going to grow your finances, you have to have a system to know where you're at, what's going on. And with the Life Master system, one of those five departments is the finances. From the health work people and evolution, then finances is one of the five. Now that finances department splits down into four categories, much like the other. So windy. Splits down into income and outgoings. So you can list what they are, take control of them, and see what you can do to increase. Well, the idea is to increase your income, reduce the outgoings over time. So you've got spare income. So then put into the assets category. The other two categories are assets and liabilities. Everything that you own, assets, everything that you've got, your money, gold, silver, crypto, stocks, houses, land, whatever. And then your liabilities is what you owe. So you might own a house, but you might have the mortgage. That's a liability. So the main key figure in any business is the kind of the current net worth, and that's the assets minus the liabilities. And then you get a figure that gives you an idea of how healthy the business is really. So obviously you want loads of assets and not many liabilities, or as least as possible. And what you do with non-conformity finance, you first of all take stock of where you're at. Then you can be like, right, I'm here. This is what's coming in every month. This is what's going out. Do I have anything spare? No. Or yes. And then you've got a figure. Then you take account of all of your assets and then all of your liabilities, your debts and things that you owe out. And then you have another figure, your net worth figure. And that's the most important figure, really. Now, the idea is then we start to increase the income. So you can start to allocate some money to some investments. Um, you want to invest in some fixed and fluctuating digital and physical assets, a combination of those four, and diversify over many different pots. So you've got different pots to pick from. Our spreadsheet's going to pull in the prices for a lot of those. So at the end of the month, if you need to pull some money out for something extra, you can pull it out of the pots that are in profit from when you bought that asset. So if you bought some gold 3 months ago and it's gone up 20%, you could take off 10% of that, automating taking profit off the table, which is a good thing to do in investments. And then pots, you might have some other pots that might be lower, so you can just leave those for another day when they probably would have gone up, because these things are fluctuating all the time. But then it gives you options. And if you're in one job with one income and most of that money that's coming in is going out, because even if you do have extra money, we're very good at spending that money. There could be 300-400, and we almost feel more comfortable not having it or not saving it. Most people don't have many savings. They're just living paycheck to paycheck. So your options are going to be a bit limited in terms of what you want to do with your life, and making options and living free. You might be tied to a job that you don't like. So it's all about coming to terms with that. And if you've got no money spare, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, if you're in a job that you don't like, that's okay, because it's very common. It's very common. But first of all, if you want to then start improving your life, you've got to be honest with yourself and go, this is the situation that I'm in. Not burying your head. You've got to face these, and sometimes it can be very uncomfortable because we kind of sweep them onto the mental carpet and be like, I'll deal with that later, I'll deal with that later. And I think that's where addiction can come in a lot, because we're just kind of, people use certain things to block out the reality of life. But this Life Master system is confronting, because you really have to sit down and write it down and be like, this is the situation. And only when you do that and take stock and get real with it, then you can start to actively grow it. Now, it might take a little bit of time, but believe me, actively taking stock of this and writing down the numbers and getting real with it is going to allow you to then start to forgive, come to peace, come to terms with everything. And from there, only there, you can then start to make progress to where you want to go. And obviously a lot of the non-conformity company brands are all about that, helping you start online businesses, start making more money, start reducing your outgoings, start doing things that matter to you and you're passionate about. And we use the non-conformity finance system to kind of manage the money side of that. I'm not about, you don't need to be rich, but if you want more freedom in your life, you're going to have to start respecting and managing your money effectively and your finances. So that's what it's all about. That one's all free. I've got some paid product ideas in the future, but we just want to help people get to grips with the finances for now and start to grow them methodically in a diversified and safe manner, and something that you're in control of. I'm just a big fan. We taught maths in school. We're not really taught how to manage and build our net worth, which is a bit of a shame. So that's a bit of a missing piece in the education system. I'm trying to fill in bits of the education system which I see are missing, and this is certainly one of them. And I just think you should never give your money to anybody else to invest for you. You can do it all now with the internet and the amount of services and trading services, stock brokerages. This wasn't available, say, even 5-10 years ago. Even with the internet, you have to like call people to do stocks or do the faxes, and even before that it was by post and paper. So things have really changed, and the services now and the apps that make it available for you to buy, even the banking apps now, you can buy crypto and stocks on very, very easily. So this is all quite new in terms of the timescale. The trust in the internet and the money and the technology is all added up now to a perfect recipe for you to be able to do it all yourself. So why wouldn't you? Because then you're not giving away a lot of fees to these companies. You know what's going on. You can take it in and out when you want. And that's what you want. You don't want to be putting it in this pot for this pension when you're 65, 70 and not being able to do anything with it in the meantime. So that's what the philosophy is about. Links down below if you want to get started. And it's just one piece of that freedom jigsaw in the whole Life Master puzzle, this non-conformity finance, to help you start to improve things, start to etch out some freedom. So we'll see you there. Have a beautiful day.